Good morning or good evening everyone. I am Mohammad Umair along with my partner Manish Kumar are here to present our final year project, that is predictive analysis of diseases using big data, which is under the supervision of Upen Kumar Tiwari sir. Let's move further. So here is the basic idea. There are lots of diseases that occur every season and are common. So with the help of different data set, we are going to analyze what are the chances of any disease to occur in future and going to aware people about it. As we all know that due to unpredictable increase in occurrence of diseases, the availability of doctor decreases. So we are planning to aware people about it and making it easy to cope such kind of problems. A feeling bar will be there in order to get information about how an individual is feeling. Also, providing the list of basic medicines related to symptoms of diseases in order to rectify those diseases. Let's now move on to the technology stack. Here it is. Now going further into the algorithm that we are using, this is the basic algorithm that we are using, which is doing nothing, just splitting our dataset into key value pairs and making our prediction easy. Figure 1 and figure 2 easily represent that we are breaking our dataset into key value pair, which is helping us into our prediction process. Now let's move further into the module diagrams. Basically there are two modules, that is manual and automatic. This figure represent, or this flow represent the automatic section. In automatic section we are fetching location, date, time, and on the basis of that we are predicting a season, and on the basis of season we are predicting the diseases. This prediction is done on three particular data sets, that are data sets of medicines, data set of doctors, and data set of diseases. Let's move further into the manual section. Here is the flow of manual section. In manual section, users are going to enter their symptoms, and here we are implementing a new functionality that is called as feeling scale. If the user enter their symptoms along with the feeling scale value more than 5, then the system is going to predict the disease along with the available doctors at that particular point. And if it is not so, that means if the feeling scale value is less than 5, then the system is going to predict the disease along with some basic medicines that can be used to cure the particular disease. Now let's move forward into the workflow and use case diagram. The workflow diagram here represent the flow of both manual and automatic section, and the use case diagram clearly represent that we are using or making use of three particular data sets, that are data set of diseases, data set of doctors, and data sets of medicines. These three data sets are very important in our app, or you can say that in our project. On the basis of three data sets we are predicting everything, so it has very much importance in our project. Now let's move forward into the data flow diagrams. These are the data flow diagrams which typically represent, or you can say that technically represent, the flow which I had explained previously. This is the splash screen. This is our main window with predict and manual section. On clicking onto the predict section, we are going to have the diseases that might occur in a particular season along with medicines and available doctors. Now going on to the manual section, here we are going to type our symptoms like vomiting, fatigue, and tiredness, or it can be anything. Now we have to adjust the feeling scale, and if the feeling scale is 1 or 2 or 2.5, then the system is going to predict the diseases along with some basic medicines that can be used to cure them. Basically these are the diseases that can affect us on the basis of symptoms. Now if we adjust the feeling scale to more than 2.5, okay, that's my bad, to more than 2.5, then the system is going to predict the diseases and notify us who are the available doctors in that particular season, in that particular scenario. In this particular way, the system will help anyone to.
First of all, I have to check my Apache Hive server is running or not. Then this command helps to yes, this is a sudo service hive server to start. This command helps to run a Apache Hive server. It is running now. Let's check on a browser. Local host and port number. Port number is 10002. Oh shit, my bad. I wrote a wrong port number. And finally it is working. Now go to a desktop and running a Python file. Before running a Python file, I have to activate my virtual environment. Yes, this is activated. And now run a Python file. Hello.py, my backend code. Yes, it is finally run and successfully. Yeah, this is my one of my API which helps to fetch all the data from a backend regarding with its symptoms and send to a front end. And at last, and the port number is 1008, and this should be similar when run a ngrok file. This command helps to run a ngrok terminal, and this is a terminal. And here it is list all the APIs which is hitted by the front end.